The hackneyed gag in response to Lee Grant becoming a Manchester United player was, will he free up Pogba? United signed Nemanja Matic to liberate the Frenchman, and Fred's mentor Gilberto Silva has already said Pogba can be more free to go forward with the Brazilian in midfield. Pogba's issues in the United midfield have prompted so much analysis and scrutiny. Many United fans have fallen for the myth that he requires two midfielders to flourish when he bossed Argentina last week with just N'Golo Kanté with him as he grabbed the game by the lapels. His passes were struck with the mastery of a golfer hitting the pin, and Pogba out-muscled Lionel Messi as if it was a lads versus dads contest. Sevilla's Ever Banega, faded by Jose Mourinho after United's goalless draw in Spain back in February, was starting for Argentina, and his presence might have spurred Pogba. Is Cristiano Ronaldo coming home to United? In added time, Pogba was hacked down by Gabriel Mercado before the narc Nicolas Otamendi punted the ball as he lay prostrate. There was history there. Pogba chopped Otamendi down in the April derby and dwarfed the part-time hard man when they squared up. The biggest source of frustration in Otamendi's retribution was Pogba had dominated him again, only his performance in Kazan trumped the last season's zenith. Pogba controlled Argentina for almost the entire duration. It is easily forgotten that Pogba began last season so superbly in a midfield axis with Matic, and his momentum was only sapped by Mourinho switching to a midfield three at Stoke in September. Pogba's most taxing World Cup appearance against the resilient Australians was with Kanté and Corentin Tolisso beside him. United's dressing room is set for a welcome surprise. Mourinho is at times disparagingly likened to the methodical France coach Didier Deschamps, and has not witnessed a eureka moment with Pogba in Russia. Deschamps' use of a midfield pivot is a tactic Mourinho is associated with, and Pogba has strengthened Mourinho's thinking that a third midfielder is often superfluous. His starriest performance last year was against Newcastle in a 4-2-3-1 formation. The United manager initially refused to tailor the team to Pogba's measurements. If you are expecting us to change dramatically the system to fit the player, we are not going to do that, Mourinho said in August 2016. Following Pogba's first start against Southampton, Mourinho acknowledged United needed to build a certain organization around him. Pogba celebrates against Argentina, but he has to play free, Mourinho stressed. But for a player to play with the freedom, we have to build a certain organization around him. So the moment we lose the ball, we have to be protected. The moment he starts to go forward, we need to bring other players to the first phase, but he has to play with freedom. A midfield triumvirate is justified against City's supreme trio of Fernandinho, David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, or another eminent opponent, but relegated Stoke drew with an overly cautious United hampered by Ander Herrera's recall. The personnel can be problematic. United have lost to City at Old Trafford 2 seasons running with the midfield pairing, and the first featured Pogba with Mauro and Fellaini, who Mourinho has attempted to convert as a defensive midfielder when he is more damaging further forward. In the Sevilla defeat, Fellaini was partnered with Matic, a steely and cumbersome pairing bypassed by Sevilla's Silk. United teenager included in pre-season tour squad. United's midfield needed freshening, and the club considered Sergej Milinkovic-Savic and Lorenzo Pellegrini as replacements for Fellaini before he committed. Andreas Pereira did not endear himself to Mourinho by spending another loan year in Spain, but is a potentially dynamic option, and Mourinho has lauded Fred's creative brain. Pogba's stock has not dwindled amid tension with Mourinho or his agent's apparent duplicitous dealings. Real Madrid touched base with United in December to register interest, and Paris Saint-Germain were amenable to exchanging Marco Verratti for him. Both inquiries were fruitless. United are freeing him up. Get all the latest Manchester United news first with our new app. Download it here now.